I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Driven all sauce.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. As his guys are in for 6, and the Saints have taken the early lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
What's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch him now, Barney!
And they'll go on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He sets to fire deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Darnold from the red zone now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Watching that, Barney.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On 3rd down. It's Tate, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what we're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And he will find his man on the in route, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Detroit!
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Watch him now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. New York set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Second down and 10, Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll run it here. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Jets on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Here's Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will get the football at their 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A give. This is Kamara. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Lucky 56.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll drop to throw. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll bring up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Green 39.
Darnold on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Jets on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To the air again, Darnold. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved that they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch him now, Barney!
A 10th carry for Kamara. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll drop the throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Lutz puts this one through. So it's an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this 2nd half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They run it again with Kamara. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Antonio Callaway, 81 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Nifty move. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They're going to look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Leopard.
Running with Kamara. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Watch it now, Barney.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Kamara. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On first down, it's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Jets on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Tate's got him. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Darnold to throw again. Muscles him off. That's taken in by Callaway. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing again is Darnold. Got it open, then he completes it to Callaway. And out across midfield down to the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On first down, Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Thomas. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He's going to let this one go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch it now, Barney!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Watch it now, Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up 4th down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Back to throw. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jets, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Saints, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.